Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into Sage Monarch, a novel that blends action, adventure, and fantasy with the rise of a hero who starts from zero to become an unstoppable force. Yang Qi's journey is filled with betrayal, revenge, and explosive growth. But does this novel live up to its hype, or does it fall into the same traps as other Xianxia stories? Let's find out. Yang Qi, once a promising young man from a wealthy family, is betrayed by the girl he loves, who steals a precious pill meant for him, leaving him to die. Struck by lightning, Yang Qi is reborn with a new cultivation technique that transforms his fate. Now, armed with incredible power and determination, he embarks on a journey to seek revenge, uncover the secrets of his mother's disappearance, and rise to the top of the world. Sage Monarch thrives on its world building, blending elements of both Xianxia and xuanhuan genres. While the setup may seem familiar, a young man out to conquer the world with newfound powers, what sets this apart are the unique civilizations and professions introduced. The novel doesn't just follow the typical martial arts path. It explores different realms, systems, and even careers that stand out from the usual tropes. The world feels expansive and ever-growing, and it's easy to get lost in the rich setting and diverse characters. Yang Ji is the epitome of the perfect main character. He's ruthless, intelligent, and doesn't hesitate to cut through the nonsense of others. From the very beginning, he stands out as a zero-to-hero character, someone who starts with nothing but gradually becomes a powerhouse. What makes him truly engaging is his attitude. He's not just strong, but sharp and tactical. The author gives him the agency to outsmart his enemies, rather than relying solely on brute strength. His growth from a crippled, betrayed young man to a force to be reckoned with is one of the most rewarding arcs in recent memory. This is a novel that requires patience. Like most Xianxia stories, the beginning is slower as the protagonist grows stronger. However, once Yang Qi starts unlocking his powers and abilities, the story takes off in a major way. The gradual increase in stakes and the buildup of Yang Qi's character make the payoff feel all the more satisfying. The pacing picks up after a while, and once the world expands and more characters come into play, the narrative really picks up steam. The supporting characters range from instantly likable to instantly hateable, but that's what makes them so interesting. The story excels in creating a cast of characters that aren't just sidekicks or plot devices. They have their own personalities, motivations, and complexities. Whether it's a mentor figure or a rival, each character serves to push Yang Qi forward or serve as a barrier in his path. The dynamics between Yang Qi and these characters create an engaging narrative with plenty of tension and intrigue. At its core, Sage Monarch explores themes of betrayal and revenge. Yang Qi's entire journey stems from the pain of being betrayed by someone he loved and trusted. But more than just seeking vengeance, his path is about reclaiming his power and destiny. The novel also delves into the concept of strength, what it means to gain power, and how that power affects one's worldview. As Yang Qi climbs the ladder of cultivation, he faces moral dilemmas and the weight of his newfound abilities. Some readers may come to Sage Monarch expecting an Ergen-like experience, given the association with Deathblade, a well-known translator of I Shall Seal the Heavens, ISSTH. However, this novel is not quite like ISSTH. While it shares some similarities in terms of world building and power progression, Sage Monarch leans more toward xuanhuan, incorporating elements of fantasy and civilizations outside the typical Xianxia formula. The novel doesn't rest solely on character depth or philosophical musings, but pushes forward with exhilarating action and larger-than-life stakes. While the novel has many strengths, it's not without its flaws. The early chapters can feel slow, and some of the tropes may seem familiar to seasoned readers of the genre. The pacing early on may be off-putting for some, but if you're willing to stick through it, the payoff is significant. Additionally, some of the plot threads can feel predictable, as they follow common patterns of power escalation and revenge stories. Yet, the way the story executes these tropes makes it stand out from others in the genre. Sage Monarch is a standout novel in the xuanhuan and Xianxia genres. While it follows a familiar formula, its strong protagonist, world building, and character growth make it a compelling read. The slow start is worth pushing through for the eventual payoff, and fans of the genre will find themselves hooked by Xianxia's journey. If you're looking for a story with surprising depth, satisfying action, and a protagonist who doesn't mince words, this one's for you. What do you think of Xianxia's character growth? Do you enjoy stories where the protagonist gets a second chance to rise from the ashes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe for more web novel reviews. See you in the next one.